Motorsport, put that thing in sports. Shout it bad, pop it like a court. You a dork, never been a sport. Pull up, jumping out the court.
What is good, people of YouTube? It is, of course, your boy Stu Chains back again with another video. And here's Joey. This is my dog Joey. He just decided to come in and ruin my shot of my video that I'm trying to do. Do you mind, Joey? I'm trying to. Oh, he just wants to play. He wants a tummy rub when he does that. All right, I gave you your tummy rub, Joey. You can go now. You can go. He misses his mom. He loves my mom a lot. All right, Joey, can you go sit in your blankie? Sit. Thank you. Yeah, go sit in your blankie. Thank you. I have to call it blankie. That's not how I usually pronounce blanket, but that's the only thing he understands. But today, I thought I'd give you guys my honest opinion on Culture 2, the album by the Migos that released yesterday. Because if you guys didn't know, Migos is going to the Grammys tonight, and I believe that they'll probably win a couple of Grammys for Bad and Bougie and The First Culture that released last year. That was by far one of my favorite, probably my favorite album of all time. I really like The First Culture. To me, there's not a single bad song on there. All the songs are fire. All the songs were good. And it brought Migos from down low pretty high. They're up there now. They're definitely a rap group to be reckoned with. And my opinion on their new album is pretty mixed. I have to say that I like a lot of the songs, but then again, it's not like The First Culture, and there's not a bunch of good songs. There's also just a lot of bad songs on the album. And to me, the Culture 2 had a lot of expectations to live up to. Of course, with The First Culture, they released Bad and Bougie. That was probably the song of the year. I think it was the song of the year, something like that. It was definitely, Bad and Bougie was a really good song, and it skyrocketed Migos' popularity and fame, because back before Bad and Bougie, the Migos, a lot of people still liked them, but they're not as much as there is now. And I'm not one of the people that started liking the Migos because of Bad and Bougie. I've liked the Migos since they released YRN2, Young Rich, you know what. That was the album that I really liked that made me like the Migos a lot. And when Culture came out, that was just the definitive Migos experience for me. I thought that was a really good album. All the songs were good. There's not a single bad song on there. And I just thought that the Migos couldn't get any better than that, which pretty much is still the case. So on Culture 2, there's a bunch of songs. There's 24 in total, and there's a bunch of features from different rappers. I think that was the big thing going for it, was that the Migos wanted to have a bunch of different people being featured in their songs to make the popularity of and hype for the album be bigger. And the hype was definitely real. A lot of people were really looking forward to Culture 2, and a lot of people still think it's a good album. I think that it's a good album. It's not the Migos' best. I'd probably put this at number 3, because I'd rank Culture, YRN2, and then probably Culture 2. The reason behind this is there are good songs, but there's just so many on there. I'm not going to play all the songs for you guys. I'm just going to play some of my favorites and some of the really bad ones. But there's just so many songs, and a bunch of them are just really bad. Some of them are just forgettable, It's just a mixed bag of both good songs and bad songs. So I'm going to be telling you guys all about that right here on Stu Chains Stewart's channel right now. First song that I'd like to go over is one that released last year. It was a part of the Culture 2 album, but they previewed it beforehand, and it's a good song. I think it's called Motorsport. You guys may have heard it already. I'll play a little bit of it for you, but I think the premise behind Motorsport was that it was supposed to be another kind of Bad and Bougie. They had a bunch of features from Cardi B and also Nicki Minaj, and the music video was pretty well made, but it's not nearly as popular as Bad and Bougie was. And I definitely like the song, but there's just a lot going on, and it doesn't have the same kind of flow as they did back in Culture 1. So let's listen. If you guys haven't heard it, I like the opening.
Motorsport, put that thing in sports. Shout it bad.
Quavo, I think Quavo probably has the best part of this song.
Pull up, jumping out the
And then later on,
The other day, man, we sold that
I don't really like the Cardi B feature, honestly, or the Nicki Minaj feature.
Same lips that be talking about me is the same lips that be ass kissing. Saying what they say they are and they pussy stink. Office, but they copying and that's facts though. Bitch, my son going sit on a
But Takeoff's verse is good. I love Takeoff.
Then you just do a hit with Gotti. That too, but my niggas say hits like Gotti. It's a rap like them things on the head of a Saudi. Bitch, you my son going sit on a potty.
Run the Chanel. I stuck on running from 12. Ain't made no commitment with none of you bitches, cause none of you treating me well.
So, if you guys didn't know, my favorite Migo is Takeoff. I think he's definitely the most underrated just because he wasn't in Bad and Bougie. But Takeoff has a really good verse in pretty much all the songs on Culture 2, pretty much in all of his songs. He has the best flow, in my opinion. Like, he can rap the best, like, flowingly, you know. It's just really good, and it's good pretty much all the time, rather than Offset and Quavo, where sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Takeoff is just pretty level. So, Motorsport, I would give that a thumbs up. Good job. Don't like the features, but I still think it's all around a good song. The next song I'd like to go over, and there's my dog again. He's wanting to come and join in on the YouTube channel. Joey, can you please go? Can you please go away? Joey, go sit. Thank you. Sorry about that. But the next song that I'd like to go over is one that wasn't featured beforehand. This was a brand new song released yesterday along with the album. And this one is called Open It Up. And this song, I'll show you some similarities between the two, but this song is very, very similar to their song Deads, which released in Culture 1, and I will be going over the similarities between the two, but just give it a listen and you can probably hear the similarities. Notice like the orchestral opening, and that's the producer. And then the bass drop.
Cool with the rings. Fuck that bitch, don't buy no ring. Buy no rings. Shells in the pump. Oh, with a bell in the pump. Shells
and then later on.
Open it up. Crisscross jump. With a bell in the trunk.
Does that sound familiar? That yeah, I think it did. Let me show you. The similarity to that is the song of Deads, which released in Culture 1, and I will be playing that for you. I really like Deads. Deads was probably one of my favorite songs on the Culture album. But I like this song too. It's good. It has like the same good beat and flow to it. Same producer. So a lot of people have been calling it Deads too, which I can definitely agree with because it sounds very similar. But let's give Deads a listen to see the similarity. Orchestral opening.
You niggas in trouble. You niggas in trouble. You niggas in trouble.
Some singing.
You niggas in trouble.
And the bass drop happens
Niggas
pretty
in
soon.
trouble. Niggas in trouble. You niggas in trouble.
Hold on.
You niggas in trouble. Niggas in trouble. You niggas in trouble. Niggas in trouble. You niggas in trouble. Niggas in trouble.
It's gonna happen.
Niggas in trouble. Niggas in trouble. You niggas in trouble. Niggas in trouble. You niggas in trouble.
The beat's almost exactly the same, like you'll hear.
Niggas in trouble. You niggas in trouble. Niggas in trouble. You niggas in trouble. Fresh out the bed.
Ooh.
Count out the dead.
Ooh.
Fresh out the bed.
Ooh. Yeah, so it's literally just a rehashed Deads, but it's different lyrics. Same producer, though. So I like that song. That's another one of the songs I like. I think that's just because it's like the same beat as Deads, but I still think it's a pretty good song. So if you haven't already, go check out Open It Up. It's one of the best songs on Culture 2. The next song that I liked that I'm going to go over is called Walk It, Talk It. And I think that this will be a popular song from the album Culture 2. I think the popular songs will probably be ones with like the features like Motorsport. But this one has a feature by Drake. And I think this is probably another one of the best songs on the Culture 2 album. So let's give this one a listen. I really like this one. I'm not a big fan of Drake, but his feature in this is pretty good.
Yeah. Whoa, hold on. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it
Opening
like
by
I
Quavo.
talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Woo. Walk it like I talk it. You. walk it like I talk it. 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 Hey, walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it.
So that's good.
Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Let's go. Rock it, throw a socket, chicken teriyaki. Take it, talk it. Walk it like I
Let's
talk
find the
it.
feature.
milk walk it, honey, walk it.
Say that we been beefing, dog, but you walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I
And then
talk
the
it.
feature by
Walk it
Drake
like I
is
talk it. Walk it like
another
I talk
good
it.
part of the song.
Walk it like I talk it. Walk
So let's wait
it
for
like
that.
I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Hey, I gotta stay in my zone. Say that we been beefing, dog, but
It's
you
not
on
bad.
your own. First night, she gon' let me fuck cause we grown. I hit her, gave her back to the city, she home. She at home now. That was bad, so I can't be beefing with no whack nigga, got no backbone.
So the Walk It Talk It's also another good song that I think will be pretty popular just because of that feature by Drake. And if you guys didn't know, the Migos are actually popular just because of Drake. The first song that, not the first song, but one of their first songs that the Migos released, it was called Versace. And Drake remixed it and sang it himself. And that was that's how the Migos became popular and mainstream, is because of Drake. So without Drake, you know, we probably wouldn't even have the Migos today. So shout out to Drake for that, because I love the Migos a lot. So yeah, this was a good song. I think it's just overshadowed by a bunch of bad songs on the album, but I think this will probably be a popular one among people who listen to Culture 2. So the last song that I'd really consider good on the Culture 2 album, like that stands out from the rest, is a song that's pretty different from the rest. It's called Tu Playa, and the cool thing behind this song is Quavo actually produced it. He produced the beats, and he was pretty much the director of the song. And I think that this is probably my favorite track, either that or Open It Up. Honestly, Open It Up or Walk It, Talk It, I don't know. It's a really good track, I think. And you'll probably see why I like it. I'll just play it for you. It's pretty good. Barry sax right there.
Yeah.
By the way, I play the Barry sax. I think that's why I like it so much. It has a saxophone feature, you'll hear it, and it's pretty dope.
Punch on the real, make the beat, you know what I mean? I got this man on the saxophone. You know what I mean? He blowing them keys. You know we keep keys. The right way.
Whole crew got a true tag. Whole crew got a true
It has a feature by my boy Q Chainz. I love Q Chainz
100,000 in
so
the
much.
blue flame. Cross a nigga like a spiritual. Before rap, I was in the
And that
trap. And my
saxophone.
record was
I mean, it's all just
Baby
super
girl
dope.
got
If you guys didn't know, 2 Chainz is my favorite artist ever. My name, Stu Chainz, is a play on words off of 2 Chainz. I just love 2 Chainz so much. And my last name's Stewart, so Stu Chainz, that's just how I named my channel. But I think that this is a really good song. This is really cool. It's different. Like, you don't hear a bunch of rap songs that have like a saxophone part to it. That's more of rock or pop, is the saxophone, or jazz. But this has saxophone that is well implemented in the song, and I think that's really cool. I play the saxophone personally. I play the alto and the Barry sax, and I'm definitely going to learn this, and it's going to be pretty cool to learn. And I just think that it's really different and really unique and really cool. Also because of the feature by 2 Chainz, because, love my boy 2 Chainz out there. He always kills it with all of his verses. So another thumbs up for Tu Playa by the Migos. Really, those are the 4 songs that I would consider good out of the album. The rest are just forgettable and just not really that good, in my opinion. You guys may have a different opinion, so comment that down below. But out of the 24 songs, I only liked 4 of them. So a 1/6 of the album is actually good. It was a bit disappointing in my opinion, but it had high expectations that I knew the Migos couldn't live up to. But I wish them luck on the Grammys tonight. It's just, Culture 2, I wouldn't consider it a bad album by any means. It's really good. Those 4 songs are really spot on. And they just get overshadowed by a bunch of just, not necessarily bad, just like forgettable songs. One such example of this is Stir Fry. I think think that song is just trash. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea to release. I don't like Stir Fry. There's just some songs that I really like. Stir Fry I just don't like, and I didn't have that feeling with the first Culture album. But all around, I still think that it's a pretty good album. I would rank it number 3 of all Migos' albums. It didn't disappoint too much, but, you know, they had high expectations to live up to that I know they couldn't. All in all, I think Migos did well on the album. If they cut back the songs a little bit, you know, some of the songs were just trash. They could just cut them out. If they just released, you know, a normal album, like 12, 13, 14 songs on it, not 24. 24 was way too many songs. I think that would have been better for the album. I've listened to it twice already, 2 full times, the whole album, and these are still my thoughts listening to it. There's a lot of features. That's a good thing going for it. They have a lot of different people that are featured on their songs, so that's good. They have good producers, good beats, but it's just a bunch of songs, and some of them are trash and just really forgettable. So that's my opinion on Culture 2 by the Migos. Comment down below what you think of the album, and wish them luck tonight on the Grammys. I'm pretty sure they'll do well because they're the Migos, and the Migos are great. So that's all I got for this video. You guys make sure you subscribe, tell all your friends about this channel, and let's make it to 500 likes by the end of May. And your boy Stu Chainz will be seeing you in another video. So peace out, my dudes.
AP on me iced out, tennis chains iced out, whole pointers round my neck, looking like a lighthouse. Little nigga pipe down, chopper make it pipe down. Running man, catch me if you can. Bad bitches only, bad bitches on me, bad bitches only.